Source material bonus content.
You said you had a surprise for me. I have no idea what's in store, so
I wanted to return the favor. Last time you quizzed me on some sports movie characters, and I leading into that, I said I had a pretty good head for trivia and movies, and you proved that was about as true as I do have a good head for picking football games. Currently sitting in 9th place, first to 100 losses of the people who picked every week. So would wear that proudly. Yeah, I thought I would bring back combine two topics that you and I have talked about frequently in podcast form and outside of it.
Okay.
Throw out at you 10 comic book characters for whom football was an important part of their story. I'm going to describe a character to you.
Okay.
And you see if you can guess who it is. If you need a hint, we can go with the universe they're from, or
okay, good.
The identity, things like that. And I thought about putting these in order of difficulty, and then I thought, nah, I'm just going to put them in order I thought of them.
Okay.
So,
all right, here we go. This is going to be bad. I
guarantee you, some of these people you've probably heard of.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So we'll kick it off with hey, kick it off. Didn't even do that on purpose. Attending Empire State University on a football scholarship, he became best friends with a young scientific genius. That relationship would lead him to pilot his buddy's experimental spacecraft, which was exposed to cosmic rays that gave them and 2 others extraordinary powers.
Ben Grimm.
A.K.A. The Thing. Yes, sir.
The Thing. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Now you're getting my confidence up here. I'm kind of worried.
There you go. There's easier ones and there's harder ones than that, I think.
Okay.
Okay, but see, you didn't even need a hint on that one.
No, I'm good. I'm good with that one. That one.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. I tried to balance it between just giving it away in the clue or making it too obscure that nobody would get it. So, all right, here we go.
All right.
A star quarterback at Gotham University in the 25th century who lost his promising career by throwing a game, this character stole tech from a museum and went back in time to our present to build a new reputation as a superhero.
Oh my gosh. It isn't Booster Gold, is it?
It is Booster Gold.
Oh my gosh. Yoink that one out of nowhere. As soon as you mentioned time travel, Gotham, you're making things I'll tell you right now, I applaud you on your questions there, because they're at least giving me enough hints to where I could get the question potentially right. So all right, Booster Gold. All right, good deal.
There we go. One of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
And one of the few that actually our mutual friend Jordan Lowe from Kapow pointed out is one of the few characters that has football quarterback in his origin specifically.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
So, all right, number 3. A football player who became a broadcaster after a career-ending injury, this character became a gridiron-themed superhero thanks to a combination of chemical exposure and an experimental suit of armor.
Is this NFL Super Pro?
It is indeed.
All right. What's next?
Number 4. A football standout at the University of Michigan, whose career was cut short by injury, he became a gym teacher for kids in special education, but later was drafted into a group of intergalactic space cops.
Ooh, gosh darn. Is it okay? I'm going to totally guess on this. I doubt I'm right though. When you say intergalactic space cops, first thing that comes to my mind is the Green Lantern Corps.
That's right.
All right. And the second thing that I don't believe it's Kyle Rayner. I don't believe it's going to be. Is it? Hold on. I almost went with Guy Gardner. Is it Guy Gardner?
It is Guy Gardner.
Oh my gosh, man. I knew it wasn't going to be Kyle Rayner. I knew it wasn't going to be Hal Jordan because I know those origins. So, oh man, I'm going 4 for 4.
Yeah. I briefly had on here that he was drafted by the Cleveland Browns.
No.
However, a little further research found that was somebody's fan fiction role-playing universe that got picked up on another website. So.
Well, I know you do your research, so it would have been great if he was drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Guy Gardner. One punch, Guy Gardner.
He gets punched a lot, but it's sort of a rite of passage in the DC universe.
Apparently.
So, okay, number 5, which you'll probably get to. You're just rolling right along here.
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad.
Okay. The original version of this character was banned from all sports after killing an opponent during a football game. he made his mask debut when he and his gang disguised themselves as a polo team to rob spectators at the match.
Ooh, wow.
A later version was banned from pro football because his power that gave him photographic reflexes was considered an unfair advantage. He also turned to crime.
Okay, photographic reflexes. Is this the Taskmaster?
It is not the Taskmaster.
Okay, all right. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a universe.
DC.
DC. I'm gonna have to bow out on this one because I cannot for the life of me think of it. Isn't Deathstroke?
No, it is Sportsmaster.
Sportsmaster.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Do you have a history, or at least can you tell me where this guy showed up? I have never heard of this.
The polo match was in an old golden age issue of Green Lantern back when Alan Scott was Green.
Okay, all right.
Admittedly
a weak spot for me.
Yeah, and I am not 100% sure that I've read a comic that he has figured prominently into. He may have been a background villain. I got to know him on the Young Justice show.
Okay.
So Sportsmaster was on that, and then when I was doing research, I actually wrote a few years ago about comic characters that played football, and found him that his pre and post crisis origins tied into football.
Okay, very cool.
So yeah, that one was a bit of a
that's a deep cut right there. Either way, good question. All right, so what am I, 4 or 5 here?
4 or 5.
Okay.
All right. Number 6. Playing for the Green Bay Packers gave this Canadian scientist the money to fund the research that eventually transformed him into a big hairy superhero.
Ooh, is this Sasquatch?
It is Sasquatch. Yeah, actually, referenced in at least 2 different comics and his official Marvel bio that he played for the Packers.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
And he kind of had a little bit of envy for Bruce Banner, and he took his pro football money and started researching gamma rays himself.
Sasquatch it didn't show up anywhere else before.
No,
did he? Okay.
No. I believe his first appearance was whenever they showed up in X-Men.
Okay, got it.
So,
all right.
So yeah, but yeah, a Green Bay Packer.
I'll remember that.
And then just in a recent issue of Hulk that came out within the last year, Sasquatch guest starred and mentioned that he got some information because the guy he talked to was a Packers fan. So he was able to, give him an autograph or something.
Nice.
So, okay.
All right.
5 of 6.
Yeah, not doing too bad.
There you go. Okay. After the New York Smashers quarterback gained superhuman strength and stamina, football failed to hold a challenge for him. So he and 3 of his teammates joined up to form a team that helped people with unusual problems, but none of them were kickers.
Oh, none of them were kickers is a nice little touch there, but I don't know. Okay, give me a universe.
Marvel.
Okay.
And,
all right.
And a specific branch of Marvel, if that helps any.
I'm going to have to. I don't know.
Do you want the names of the team members?
Yeah, that'd be great.
If that would help.
Yeah.
Mr. Magnificent, Brick Wall, Suicide, and Dasher.
Anyway, give me the answer.
These guys came from Marvel's New Universe.
Okay. No, is this DP7?
Nope.
Okay.
Kickers Incorporated.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
And not one of them was a kicker. Mr. Magnificent was the quarterback, Brick Wall was a lineman, and Suicide and Dasher, one was a receiver, the other was a running back.
Okay.
So I have a beat-up copy of Kickers Inc. #1, again, in my oddities that I want to get around to reading at some point. But, so no, I don't know why they called themselves Kickers Incorporated and why they didn't invite the kicker to join them.
Next one.
Okay. An updated version of his origin showed this character was a standout high school football player being scouted by major college programs before he was gravely injured in an explosion. His father saved his life using experimental nanites and robotic technology.
This is Cyborg.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. All right. Okay.
So, although apparently the whole football thing was a fairly recent development.
I didn't know that.
New 52 in the movie.
I was going to say when we covered Teen Titans 1 through 8, there wasn't much mentioned in there about him being a football. Actually, there's a couple references to him playing baseball, but nothing about football in there. So, okay, that's interesting. I'm glad I got that one. Oh,
there you go.
Down. I got 6. What am I? 6 out of 8 or 6 out of 9? 6 of 8. Okay.
6 of 8. Yeah, you got a better completion percentage than Drew Brees at this point. So. Okay. Many versions of this hero's backstory show his adoptive father forbidding him from playing football in high school because his abilities might be exposed or give him an unfair advantage. Other tales show him taking to the gridiron and becoming a star. Plus, there was a Golden Age story where he drugged and impersonated a college player to stop another team's coach from rigging the game.
Is this the Flash?
No, it is not.
All right. And
but it is a DC character.
It is a DC character. Is it Superman?
It is.
Oh, well, I won't take the point for that one because I guessed Flash initially.
Yeah, I mean, I remember a lot of times, and it doesn't seem like Pa Kent would want him having an unfair advantage against the others, but I know there was a storyline on Smallville where he played for a while. And I think in one of the updated origin stories, maybe it was in Byrne's Man of Steel, where he actually did get his Letterman's jacket and things like that.
I remember that Smallville episode you're talking about, or at least that little bit that was in there.
Because he met the star for the Metropolis College team, Jeff Johns.
Nice. Nice.
Bigwig DC writer for those of you who know football but not comics.
That's right.
Okay, last one.
Okay, number 10, Flash Thompson.
You know what? Flash Thompson almost got on here.
How? I was like, I'm waiting for the Flash Thompson question.
Well, I kind of left Flash off because, I mean, I don't know. In a way, football was central to his character because he was, he was the prototypical jock bullying the nerd that was Peter Parker. But by the time he got around to being a superhero, football was long in the past.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was.
I ended up, obviously didn't have many hard and fast rules since one of them was a team, but, I kind of left him off because he wasn't necessarily a superhero till more recent years.
Okay.
So.
All right. That's
so
fine.
Give yourself a bonus point for Flash Thompson.
1 point. Extra credits.
All right. There you go. Okay.
All right.
Known more for his brains than his athletic acumen, this character's powers helped make him a scholastic football star, although his record-breaking performances and antics like swinging from the goalpost by his feet eventually revealed his mutant nature.
I'm like, okay, so this would be Hank McCoy, the Beast.
That is correct.
Oh, right.
Yes. I know he's much less associated with football than Flash Thompson, but when I found that reference and eventually found the picture of him swinging from the goalpost by his feet, because I didn't want to put more fake news out there like Guy Gardner played for the Browns. So I figured that might be enough. I could just say, hey, this guy played football and got powers. Yeah. But you want to give him you want to give a chance to get it.
A 7 out of 10. I mean, straight up 7 out of 10 ain't too bad, right?
8 out of 10 if you count your Flash Thompson bonus point.
All right. That one teacher or the one question the teacher didn't ask on the the quiz.
Plus when you're going to bring in Sportsmaster, you got to throw in you got to have some that are a little easier.
There's got to be
or at least give you a chance, because I don't think if I'd told you that his secret identity was Lawrence Crusher Croc, that would have helped.
No clue. Not a clue. That was fun, man. Thank you for bringing that on here. Had a lot of fun with that.
There's nothing I like more than comics, football, useless trivia.